So today we are going to cover, we'll make quick introductions, but really this is intended for people who either want a refresher about why to use Corefact and maybe how we're different from other options when it comes to direct mail and print marketing, or if you're brand new to us and maybe you've worked with a local printer and thought someone introduced you, maybe one of your title representatives or your brokerage, or somebody said, hey, you should check out this company, and you're going, but I already have a solution. Why would I consider changing? We're going to address what makes Corefact really unique and helps you be very effective with your real estate marketing. And so I'd like to introduce well, I don't know which side you're shown on, but next to me, she looks like she's on my left. But it's Anna Campbell. She is our marketing director for Corefact, and she has a background in marketing and comes to us with a ton of knowledge. And do you want to tell them who I am?
Yay! And Sierra Stewart is our amazing VP of Business Development, and she builds relationships with real estate agents and brokers across the country. And we are really excited to have her here as well, sharing her expertise.
Awesome. And I'm going to be driving and sharing my screen as we go through the Corefact site. And so I might be a little clunkier on my delivery because I'm going to be doing two things at once, but hopefully it won't be too cumbersome. But our hope for today's session is that you're going to come away with a greater understanding of how Corefact can benefit your business with some actionable items to get started to really see an impact and a difference in your marketing effort. So with that being said, we are going to show you first our autofill functionality. Okay, I'm going to hit share my screen, and I've got.
I love autofill. It is
Yes.
such a time saver for busy agents,
All
saving
right. Are you seeing
time.
my screen here?
I am. Yes, thank
Okay,
you.
so just a little context here. I am logged in under our demo account, Jessica Sellers. Accounts are free to you. So if you are referred by your title representative, you can ask them to create an account for you and they will take care of that for you. Otherwise, you can go through your brokerage if your brokerage has a relationship, or just come to corefact.com. So lots of ways to get in, but it is free to you to have an account. I am logged in under our demo account, Jessica Sellers. You can see that up at the top. What is the most important thing is right above Jessica Sellers' cute little image and her sample realty DBA, which is how to get help. So up here is our customer service phone number and email address. We are available to answer any questions that you may have. So you are not alone after this webinar. Don't think you have to memorize everything, but that is where you can get assistance at a later time. But what you'll notice when you log into your Corefact account, when you use the same email address to create your account that you are using and promoting your properties with in your MLS, you will notice that your properties automatically appear in your account when you go to a property type product. So obviously, just again, maybe some more context, Corefact is a real estate marketing company, and we help you market yourself, promote your listings so that you can get more listings. The goal is all about doing more business for you. And so when we are marketing a listing, one thing we want to do for you is make it very easy to promote that listing by making the steps as few as possible. You've already entered that information into the MLS. Why would you want to enter it in again on another site? So we're going to automatically pull in that information, and you can see in here, I've gone to our postcard section. We are most known for postcards, direct mail, etc. We also do a great job with property flyers, brochures, other things that you might need to market your listing, social media posts, etc. But I am in the postcard section right now. And what you'll see is Jessica Sellers, again, our demo agent. Her listings are automatically populated here. And look, Jessica's having a good year. Look at all the listings she's got. She's doing well. So, I mean, obviously this is our demo account, but as many listings as you have would be represented here. Our templates are listed below. So Corefact is template based. We have a whole bunch of designs that will populate with your photography, your wording, etc., but they're starting with templates. So they look professional, they look consistent. You're not sitting there having to align the fonts or choose what looks good. You have that flexibility in our editor section, which I'm not sure if we have time to get to today, but you're starting with a template. So once you see what product you want, and again, I've selected, in this case, jumbo postcards, our most popular size, the 8.5 by 5.5 size, which is a half sheet. Once you've selected your product and you're in this section, you see your listings, you can select any listing. And what that will do is cycle this page and pull up this page, populating with all the photography and information from that listing. And in this case, you'll see there are some gaps in the photography. That was because this particular listing only had 2 photos. So we, would want to make sure that in our listing, we're uploading as many photos as we're using in our template. So that's why this one populated a little wonkily. Wonkily, that's a good adverb, right, Anna?
I love that.
But what you can see here is now how that listing looks with different designs. So in this case, it's more of a vertical design. In this case, it's more horizontal. And you're able to then visualize, and whichever one you want to use, you can select that one to begin the editing and ordering process. So did I miss anything about our autofill function, Anna?
No, it's great. And it works across, like she said, the postcards, our brochures, flyers. You can really use this across a lot of our different product templates. And let's say you already have your postcard designed, you just want it printed and mailed for you. We also have a custom upload feature that you can use for that as well. We try to make this as easy as possible, so that if you want to use our template, that's great. But if you want to use your own, that's great too.
Yep, absolutely. So
Awesome.
as I mentioned, we are really known for postcard marketing. We do a ton of other print. We do signs, business cards, etc. But one thing that we've done with regards to postcards is some innovations that I don't know that any other direct mail company can claim. So Anna, do you want to talk about those? And I'll see if I can get to that point in the ordering process to show it.
Yes, no, definitely. We actually offer a lot of different options and upgrades that you can include with your different print and direct mail pieces. And we have templates that are seasonal for our football postcards, the schedules, and you can also choose different backsides that are already designed with different messaging, from like a seller's tip, a seasonal, home maintenance, suggestions, even trackable QR codes. And so this is really nice because you can actually upload your own mailing list. You can work with the title rep to really narrow down who you're wanting to market to. If you have a sphere of influence, you can also add that list in for your different mailers. And we have messaging that really supports the different audiences that you want to maintain communication with. For your sphere of influence, right? The seasonal messages, the recipes, requesting referrals.
I'm trying to get to the part that you're talking about.
Okay. And then also, I wanted to make sure.
But I was just trying to get an order placed here to show it, and it's not adding a list for some reason.
Oh, okay.
So
So there might be a delay on this.
List.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this is actually good. You're actually getting to see a little bit more here. We also have a mapping tool, which is pretty cool, where you can, do you want to walk through the mapping tool just a smidge, how this
Nope,
works?
because we don't have time to go through all of it.
Got you. Okay, so join us for another webinar
to,
about our mapping tool.
I know, I'm trying to just get to the informed delivery stuff here.
Okay, so the many of you may already know about from the post office. They provide a free daily email letting you know what's about to arrive in your mailbox.
That's what I'm trying to get to.
So, and it's called informed delivery. And so we have partnered with the United States Postal Service to provide informed delivery for every outgoing mail piece that you send to a specific address. Now, this will not work for EDDM because they are along a carrier route, correct, without an actual address. So, but if you're mailing first class, marketing class, you can select this as your option. We default the basic informed delivery for you so that you're always included in that free email going out to people who have subscribed for the informed delivery email from the post office. But We also have a premium informed delivery option for you, which moves your mailer to the very top of that email, and it's in full color, gorgeous, and it has a clickable ride along ad right below that maroon little square. That's an actual clickable item that they can click through. And if you have it turned on, it will take them to a free home estimate for their specific property because it's related to their address. So not only will your postcard show up in their mailbox, it's now showing up in their email box. So you're having two opportunities to reach that same target person. So it just, and it also puts you a little bit ahead of your competition because now you're print and digital all in one. And for 2 cents, you go to the top, full color, and they can click through to the home estimate. And you're going to get a email report letting you know how many people on your mailing list are subscribed to informed delivery and how many of them actually open that email. That's so exciting. So now you have data to actually track, oh my gosh, this postcard's working. This is how many people I'm reaching. And so for your listings specifically, you can tell the seller, hey, I mailed to this audience. This is how many people viewed it. This is going to be freaking amazing. And then especially when you're doing your houses and things like that, you have a lot better data to be able to track how your engagement is and your success.
And do we have updated open rates on informed delivery emails?
So they're higher than the average for emails just because people want to know what's going to be in their mailbox. They want to know, am I going to walk to the mailbox or not today? And so they're closer to 67 to 70% open rate versus 32 to 34%. Yeah, it is amazing. And that's your mail piece at the top
Yeah,
in color.
it's really interesting. So if you have informed delivery, if you're not sure what we're talking about, open up your next informed delivery email and you're going to notice there are pieces up at the top that are in color. One thing that I've noticed that is often upgraded to informed delivery are political mailings. So, Anna, I don't know if you've noticed that, but we are heading into the political mailing onslaught time period, obviously heading into a presidential election. And so a lot of times they will pay to have those up at the top. So if you want an example of your own informed delivery email, check that out, see what's up at the top. It looks like there's a little more investment there. It looks a little more professional than the ones at the bottom. So it definitely stands out and catches your eye. If you're not signed up for informed delivery, what should they do?
Go to USPS.com and look for informed delivery,
.gov.
and you can .gov, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. USPS, yes, one of those, and then sign up for informed delivery, and it's free. And let everyone else on your mailing list know to also sign up because it's just going to help them. No, it's .com.
It
It
is?
used to be .gov. Yeah, because
My bad. Okay.
it's okay. It's a company, but that's cool. But yeah, USPS.com, informed delivery, free service for all of the people on your mailing list so they know what's coming. And the post office will actually be letting you know about boxes coming soon. And they're working on even taking pictures. So you can kind of see it just like they take pictures of your mail pieces. So really cool things are coming soon. They're still really investing in it. So it's a great way to
So is
market
that
your
like
business.
Amazon, your delivery's arrived. Here's a photo of it.
Yes, and it has tracking and everything. It's really nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I really like it.
Okay, very cool. So, and this, I feel like we're a little maybe out of order on our presentation here, but to back up and show you content, one of the things that people say, well, why should I use Corefact? I could go to Vistaprint or, I could just, go to another area, another direct mail provider and get content there or get, order my pieces there. One thing that Corefact does, and I'm going to head back to our homepage here, is we specialize in the real estate industry and all of our content is designed for you to use for your clients. So all of our content, if you go through it, and we like, just to show you the postcard section, we have so much content in here, whether it's a senior series, 1031 tax information, market update. I mean, what we keep hearing year after year after year is the most valuable information people want to receive is about the value of their home, right? That's what they want to hear. So those market update pieces are incredibly valuable. But all of these, maybe you want just to be a little more whimsical. What we always encourage people to do is we've got designs from very professional and very reserved, I might say, or, luxury focused, to these, which really tend towards the more relaxed and approachable and whimsical. And find something that matches and resonates your personality, and also would resonate with your target market. So it's not only is it, do you like it and find it, representative of you, but is this going to resonate with your target market? And we have so much content for you to choose from. We definitely believe that you will find something in Corefact that resonates, again, both with you and your target audience. So again, if we look at, our property marketing pieces here, I'll just show you the depth and breadth of our options, if it will load. It's taking a minute because there's so many postcards in there.
I know there are. We just added a whole new collection to the just listed and just sold templates as well, so that you actually have a complete strategy when you're doing your mailing campaign. So it takes you through the entire journey of your actual listing, right?
Yeah.
From it's coming soon to, oh my gosh, we have an open house, to now it's pending, and oh, it's sold over asking. And then you can even share a testimonial. It really takes it through the life of that property, and you can reuse it. And then we also have proof of production. So now every quarter, and then at the end of the year, you can be like, look how amazing I am, look how great our team is. We also really thought through your marketing strategy from your life and your business as well. We have agent introduction postcards every time you enter a new farm or a new area, so you can introduce yourself. Many different templates, layouts, and wording for you depending on who your target market is. Also, the displaying of your photo and your name and contact information. We try to utilize really strong call to actions, and we're really focused on helping you build a relationship with people. So these aren't like really salesy or those kind of like gross kind of in your face things, but more conversational, and that you're a real person and that you are an expert in this market. And then we also take it through if you're having a hard conversation with someone about the market changing, right? We have short sale postcards. We really try to touch on a lot of the different situations your client might be going through, and in a very gentle, caring way, so that it's more compassionate and they'll feel safe working in a relationship with you.
Yeah. What I like about the Corefact content is it's almost like, Chat GPT in a way, in that we provide the comments and all of the starting, but it's all editable. So, if you're like, I love it, it's perfect as is, you can use it. If you're like, okay, but I wouldn't use that word, I want to change it, you can change that word, or you can change the whole thing. Maybe we just stimulated some concepts and some ideas for you, but you want to rewrite the whole thing. All of those options are there for you, but we've done all the work for you in creating the content to get started with your marketing pieces. So that's what I love about the Corefact system as compared to maybe other direct mail options that you might have, is, again, it's that real estate focused messaging. So you have less work to do when you're using our system.
And I love that too. And our designers are constantly working on creating new templates. So every quarter and every season, you're going to see that. So make sure you're signed up for our emails, because we let you know first when they're launching and you can get them scheduled.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, I get to present what I think is the best thing about Corefact. I'm so excited. Direct mail traditionally, if we just got back from the Florida Association of Realtors conference, and anytime we go to a conference, we interact with people that say, oh, I tried direct mail and it didn't work. Or, I tried it and it was expensive and I didn't get results, or I didn't, and I always like to converse with those people, because in asking them why they got frustrated, it generally boils down to they felt like they didn't get results, and they weren't able to track the results of their expense. And so while it actually might have been successful because it created branding and awareness and might have led to some opportunities for them, which they weren't able to calculate or really have tangible evidence of, with Corefact, because of our call to action, and I'm going to pull up a different postcard here that is very easy to track. Oh, that's cringy. Don't look at that. Doing videos for Corefact, and sometimes they'll just randomly like jump scare me on a page. But I'm like, traditional direct mail that doesn't have a built-in call to action, we provide a built-in call to action for you so that you're able to really have transparency into the effectiveness of your marketing campaign. And I really think, especially now with the market being so tight and budgets being really analyzed, we understand that we're going through that too. Like, we're paying more for milk and gas, and so are you. Like, we're all going through it. And you really want to make sure that you're spending money on items that you understand the results for, that you can track the ROI on them. So what Corefact does with our direct mail pieces is we built this call to action in, and let me pick one that I like. I like this one. And if you actually have your phones, I can walk you through this. You can scan this with me. I don't have my phone next to me, but you can take your phone and you can scan this QR code, and I'm going to walk you through the call to action here and what this does. So on a traditional postcard, you might have just the name and address of the recipient that varies. You want it bigger, Anna?
Yes, please.
There you go. How's that? You like that?
Oh, that's perfect. Yes, thank
Okay.
you. Yeah,
On a
sorry.
traditional postcard, you might just have the name and address of the recipient that varies. On a Corefact postcard, we could potentially add this map element as a design element that would be different on every single card we print, so that this house represents the house that the piece is being delivered to. And these are actual solds that we're pulling from public record and showing those little activity markers on that map. So everyone's going to get a different map. Point of that is it gets their attention. So they see their house on a map, they go, oh, that's my house. And it just draws you in. And then they see their address here on the front and they go, oh, this is for me. Oh, that's my house. So we've got their attention. Now what? Call to action. Any marketing piece that you do, there's a call to action. Anna and I met yesterday to talk about this webinar, and you know what we said? What is our call to action at the end of this webinar?
Yes.
Right? Because we're, marketing people. You can't have a call to action. That's the goal for any marketing that you're going to do, is have a call to action at the end. Here's your call to action. Scan for more information. Get your free home evaluation. See what the market is doing in your area. See what your home could potentially sell for. Word it however you want, but it's the information they want, which is what is the value of their property. Now, when you scanned it, Anna, what did you see?
So a really nice little form actually popped up, and it asked me to verify the address.
Okay.
And so, right? So yeah.
And what did you not have to enter in?
I did not have to enter my address or a key code or anything. I just scanned the QR code and boop. Yes,
Just
that
click
little
into
form
this,
popped
right?
up.
So
And you can
that is,
change it if you want.
yeah, they could change this to a different one. If they're a, property owner and they own a different property, they could update this, or maybe they want to put in their neighbor's address. They could do that too. But if they do make that change, you'll be notified, nosy neighbors, right? But what I want to touch on is they are not required to put in a phone number or an email or anything that often prevents people from filling out this form, because often when you ask that additional information, people say, nah, I don't want to be tracked yet. I'm not ready for a conversation yet. We all know that home sellers and buyers begin their search and their concepts about working with a realtor 6 to 8 months before they're ready to have a conversation. And so if you ask for that information too early, when they're not ready to have that conversation, you could turn them off. And this is allowing them to get that information, which they want. Now, when I hit yes, it's correct, it's branded to you. You're presenting this information. You're the one that is positioned up here. So you're building that relationship, but it's not an outright, like, I'm going to call you and ask if you're ready to sell your home. They're not ready. When they are ready, they're going to give you their phone number. They're going to reach out to you. They're going to call you, or, do something a little more like this, right? Actually, I do want to get an assessment, and they'll provide that for you, right? So we do provide those additional triggers for them to have that reach out to you. Okay, so let's talk about this for a minute. We are showing their home on a map. And again, this is our demo account. Where are we? Sacramento here. We are showing both sold and active. Look at the one little active. This is the market we're in, Anna. This is so
I
sad.
know.
But
But we're going to get those listings.
I know it's going to change, but we're showing sold and actives, and we're not Zillow. We're not telling them, here's what your home's going to sell for. We're showing them a range. And if I say the property condition and the market's not hot, I'm down to 417. And if the property's good and the market's hot, 499, that's a lot of wiggle room for you as a professional in the area to go in and have a conversation. We're not telling them, here's what you should list for. Only you can do that. So we're more setting up the here's what's sold in your area, and potentially this is the range you could be in. And we really encourage them to reach out to you if they have additional questions. And this is all interactive. They could deselect other properties that they don't want to be in that range, and that's going to change it. They're going to be on this page for maybe a minute or two. They're probably not going to hang out here for more than maybe 5 minutes. But the important part of them accessing that QR code is that we have now notified you that they scanned that code. And not just that you got a scan, who scanned it, name and address of who scanned your postcard. So we're not telling you, okay, you sent out 250 cards and you got 3 responses, but you don't know who they are. Oh, 3 people went to my website, or 3 people, did this. We're telling you who did it. So that is so, so key. And as, again, spending money on your direct mail as a professional, investing in your business, it is so important to understand what is resonating. Remember, we were talking about design and content choices. This is great insight into which pieces are resonating. You may get different kinds of results depending on what you're sending out. So not only over time, because we definitely recommend consistency and you'll get better results over time, but different messaging and different designs are going to resonate better with different people. So this
And
is
I
our
love that we do email it, but we could also text it if people want to be immediately notified. But they have to go into their account and actually turn that on, right?
So yeah, you have to go into your personal information and do this mobile opt-in. So yes, by default, we're going to email you when someone scans that QR code. We highly recommend doing this mobile opt-in. We can't do it automatically due to spam regulations. But if you opt in for mobile, then we'll just text it to you, which obviously is way better because follow-up being more quick than not is really what people want.
And I
But
also love on the account manager where you see all of your leads. That's why I'm just so excited. But on the account manager where you can see all the leads, it actually tracks the progress as you're mailing to your farm consistently. It actually does a star tracking system to show how active each of the different recipients have been by scanning the QR code, the different activities they're taking. But so you can gauge how hot are they and are they really ready and serious now? And then they're also sharing their different information with you. So you have this, and this is free. This is your dashboard with your free account. But we understand how important data is to your business and your marketing strategy. And so we provide all of this for you. And so you can see there how John Doe has the 5 stars. They are hot, they are ready. Go after them, send them some chocolates, be their best friend. Yes, invite them to the next open house, have a little taco party.
Yeah, absolutely. So a couple things you can do with your responses. One, you can do this download. So you can take the people that responded and you could create a sub list from them. So you could potentially, as Anna mentioned, drop something off for them, or you could mail to them again much more quickly than you might mail everybody else on the list. But you have a lot of opportunity to then isolate those people that responded. We also have a follow-up section of our pop-up cards. Again, to make it easy to you when we talk about content and understanding the real estate market, one of the big questions we got was, okay, someone scanned my, oh, she's going to show it. I love it. One of the big questions we got was, okay, somebody scanned my card. Well, now what do I do? So if you don't have, remember, we don't capture by default their email and their phone number, you might not have that information. So really you might still only have their name and address to work with. And so Anna, do you want to talk through the pop-up card there?
Yes, we love our pop-up cards because a normal note card is a very nice touch. I recommend you do that for every single meeting, every conversation, do a nice little, but this is a potential listing. So this is just a little bit more of an investment, more of an opportunity. You really want to show how serious you are. And so this literally pops. It was so awesome. And it's your photo that pops up here, and it's your logo and branding, your coloring. It's a nice message from you on the note card, and it's personalized to your recipient. And then on the back side, it's all your contact information. So there's no doubt who you are, how amazing you are, and that you are definitely a very serious agent in their community. And they will not forget this type of a pop-up experience. And we have multiple different templates that you can choose from that are just so adorable and wonderful. And that's just for the follow-up program. We also have greeting cards. It's like meet me for coffee. And they're just so cute. I really, really love our, oh, this is the meet me for coffee. And then it literally, look at this. It's like a little sign. So I love it so
Like
much.
those little
Who would
A-frame
not want to meet you
chalkboard
for
signs.
coffee?
Yeah.
Yes. Like,
Okay, before we get too far away from QR codes, though, I do want to get back to um, one thing that we've added that's new to Corefact. If you knew us before and you knew about our call to action with that home estimate, very exciting. That's always been great. We've always gotten a much higher response rate than traditional direct mail using that. We see 2 to 6% response rate on those pieces pretty consistently. Of course, we can't guarantee it, but those are kind of the ranges that we see on a pretty average basis. Anna, I have seen recent reports that email is not getting that kind of response rate anymore. So
no, not anymore.
I know people like say, oh, well, email is so inexpensive, but one, you have to have their name and address, so you can't really prospect with email. And then two, people aren't opening them. I don't open my one, I don't open my emails anymore. And plus I get 100 of them or more a day, 200, 300, I don't even know. I don't even, I read the preview and then I just delete. I don't even look at them versus a direct mail piece I have to actually hold. And yeah, I put most of it in the recycling, but because I get so few of them, they stand out more. So where I'm going with all this is we recently added the ability for you to not only use that QR code. Oops, let me go back to
For the
that
home estimate,
on the home
yeah.
estimate, but for you to use your own URL for that. So what are some examples of that, Anna?
Oh my goodness. So now that really cool walkthrough you just did of your new listing or the open house in the neighborhood, and you have your video on YouTube, you can send them directly to that video on YouTube and you can track it. And you know exactly who in that area is looking at your video. You can send them to your landing page, your referral page. You can send them to an upcoming event. You can invite them to request a private tour of my upcoming open house, right? I
There
mean,
you
this QR
go.
code is powerful and you're tracking the data. It's just excited.
Yeah. So this open house QR code, it could be an invitation page. It could be a YouTube URL. It could be anything you want. And when they scan it, same thing. We are going to tell you name and address of who scanned it. So this is what I think is really exciting because most of the time, if you have a site and people don't fill out a form, you don't know who visited it. So you are able to see with your Google Analytics, if you have that, oh, I got so many page views or whatever, but not who in your market
Exactly.
that you are mailing to. This shows you, and maybe they went there and they didn't fill out the form. Maybe when they went there and they filled out the form, you got that information. Maybe they didn't. Then you could follow up with them. Or maybe what I think is really interesting is if you direct them somewhere and you have more hits on that page and very few form fill-ins. Why is that? And again, this is providing transparency and information for you so you can be the most effective with your marketing. So you can ask those questions, so you can make adjustments so that you can get the best results possible. I'm
Yeah, and also in Florida, when we were speaking to some of the agents, if they're still sitting on the fence about adding a QR code to their mailers, the question is, but what is your recipient expecting to do when they get your postcard? Just look at it, or are you wanting some form of engagement? And since COVID, honestly, we go to restaurants, we scan QR codes. We go by the party, we scan QR codes. We're invited to an event, we scan a QR code. We are so trained now to want to engage with everything that if we get a piece of paper that we can't do anything with, we literally just don't know what to do with it. And we're like, okay, what was
Yeah,
the
where do I
plan
go from
here?
here? How do I get online?
Exactly. So the QR code is literally just your next doorway, right? The postcard is your introduction. The QR code is the doorway to what you want them to do next. Please, every time you can use a QR code on any direct mail piece, use a QR code, either the free home estimate or send them to any URL you want. But that way you're inviting them to take an action with you.
Yep, absolutely. So I've shown you just kind of, we've jumped around the site a little bit and showed you how you can place orders individually. We haven't actually gone through an order process. We'll do that in an upcoming webinar. But one option is to just go and place orders when you need them. But we also offer some solutions for you to automate those a little bit. So Anna, you want to talk about those?
Yes. So for our agents who are primarily starting out, they're not sure, they're testing out different farms, different areas and communities, or they have less than 500 people that they're really communicating with, maybe your sphere of influence, right? Or usually your smaller groups. But we have something called the campaign manager. And this is a free tool that you can use to select the mailers that you want to send and schedule them out. And you're only billed for each mailing 10 days before that mailing. So don't worry about any upfront costs or anything. And there's no expense for using this. It's basically a shopping cart, but it's an awesome shopping cart because you get to actually go through our store catalog, pick the different templates you want, say, okay, these are the 12 I want to mail out for this year to this specific farm. And then you can edit them all on the same page. You can edit the fronts, you can edit the backs, you review, you're like, this is awesome. And then you can schedule them away to each of the different time frames if you want to do every week, every month, quarterly. This tool is user friendly, and you can set up your sphere of influence campaign, your neighborhood farm campaign. It's just awesome, and I really really love it because it's just a different way to pick out the postcards that you want to send and then edit them and then schedule. And again, you will receive an email 10 days prior to each scheduled mailing going, just a reminder, you picked this postcard, you're sending it to this farm, are we still good? And then if you don't take any action, it will then automate, bill, and then send. Or if you're like, no, the market's changed, I really want to change up what I'm sending, or oh my gosh, I forgot I have this upcoming event and I really need to send out this other one instead, you can go in and change it and no, not a problem. And so this is a hands-on kind of do-it-yourself campaign manager. It's your own tool, it's your own best friend. But now, let's say you've been in the business for a while, you have some established farms, you're like 500 people, 1,500 people, 5,000, right? That you're really sending your consistent messaging out to, and you want it branded to you. This is what we call our elite campaign. You basically become an elite member. You'll pay a $3.99 fee, and that partners you with an actual customer experience person and a designer who works with your branding and takes your photo and it puts in a beautiful background matching the community that you want to work with. So subconsciously, they know you're their local agent. And then what you do is you pick out the messaging that you want for all 12 months. You approve it, and then it's done. It's awesome. And again, just like our campaign manager, for the elite campaign, we'll email you 10 days before the mailing. You confirm if that's what you want, and that's when you're billed for that mailing. And the $3.99 fee is one time. That's it. You don't pay that every year. You don't pay that every month. It's just the one time for that white glove service, right? Working with an actual designer, creating out your beautiful branding piece. Well, I'll
Do we have
update that
any
page. It's
examples of
okay.
the elite?
So
At this point.
we have some examples here. So this is a beautiful 12-month set there that
Yeah, a lot closer. There you go.
yeah, okay. And then here is an example of it branded for the agent. And then you can do a custom background, your logo, your slogan and branding. And then this is the message area. This is an agent introduction piece. And you see how we really utilize that home estimate QR code. We have seasonal for their home estimate, letting them know about that. We have market update billboards. So we have a lot, we have a lot of different options and also backsides that are branded for you. And this is just the one where you're ready, you have a team or you're more established and you want to automate this and because you're focused on building your business now. You don't really want to have to pick out every single card every single month and manually schedule it out, manually edit it. No, your design partner and your customer experience partner does all that for you. And it's really nice to know you also have that support as part of that elite program. So those are two for direct mail. Campaign manager, do it yourself. Elite, yeah, hand it off and someone else does it for you. Now we also
Anna,
have
real quick. real quick.
Yes.
The campaign manager, they are going to just set up on their own. Obviously, if they need help, they can reach out to customer service. But if they want more information about Elite, what should they do?
I would recommend going to corefact.com/elite. It's right there on the Corefact landing page under services. So
Yeah,
we have both the
not
campaign
working right now,
manager.
so I'm just gonna type it in.
Oh, okay. Okay. There you go. So this is our elite landing page. It gives a little bit of information about the program. There's Sierra, and she's like, hello. We also, though, if you want to have more information and speak to someone one-on-one, you can do a free consult. That's a 20 to 30-minute conversation with someone just to really go through everything. What are the expectations? What can you look forward to? What is it that they need from you to get started? And they're so nice. And then they really think about the strategy that you are trying to accomplish, and then they help you build that out. And that's the elite program. We've worked with over 8,000 agents on this. Corefact, we've mailed out over 250 million postcards since we got started almost 20 years ago now. And we really use all of the knowledge and experience that we've learned over the last 20 years, and we've invested it in this elite program because we ensure that you are going to mail to an audience that will help you get more leads by using a very specific strategy of using the home estimate QR code, of using the market update, of using sellers tips. So we really help you with this marketing strategy, and you're not on your own having to try to figure it out. But that's direct mail. And now we also have digital. So our designers, so if you want to match your branding, right, you want to match your messaging from your direct mail to your social campaign and your social platforms, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, X, we love them all. And so our designers have created all these really cool social media designs, and you can share them directly to the platform, or you can schedule them. Just like our campaign manager, we have a social share calendar that you can actually schedule out. We also have campaigns of sets of social media designs. So if you're like, I don't want to have to go pick every single one, well, we've set up campaigns for you that cover different topics. For instance, like the national trends there, or we also have seasonal. We have humor ones with our bright side. We have, do you prefer this type of house or that type of house? We just make it fun, and we also have the monthly home maintenance tips. It's a really nice, easy tool that you can just select. You're like, yep, I like all of those, and then it schedules out on your calendar, and your social posts are good to go. So we help you in the mailbox. We help you with your email with informed delivery, and now we help you on your social media. And these are posts, not ads, with your social media posts, your social share. So we love our real estate agents, and we know that you're very busy. You have a lot going on, and you're an entrepreneur basically, right? And so we have tried to do our best to think through the different strategies and the different ways that you're communicating with your leads and clients to support you.
Awesome. The one thing I love about the social share section is the vast array of designs. When I was talking about content earlier, I didn't even show this section because it's crazy how many designs are in here. I think there's over
Yeah.
1,500. I don't even
There's
know.
over 2,500. Yeah, we went a little
2,500. Oh
crazy,
my gosh.
but we
Okay.
couldn't stop. We were just like, oh my gosh, but this one's so cute. And then we
Yeah.
even did like a whole
So
ocean theme.
cute.
So we tried to even think, do you have ocean property, right? And so we have a whole theme for that. Are you more luxury? Are you maybe more urban, right? Your cute little condos and stuff. So we really tried to think through how you would be branding yourself, how you want to show up on the different social media platforms. And you can change the messaging. Your logo even appears on a lot of these. Your photo can appear on these. It's so awesome. I love, our engineers worked really hard on this, and our designers worked really hard. The autofill also works on the social share post.
You got my little hint there.
Oh
So
my
this is
gosh,
what I
I
was showing
love
earlier in the presentation, was how the autofill function worked on our print pieces. It works here too. So if you have, and with that calendar feature, you could get this set up as soon as you have the photography and then, but maybe it's not live until, Friday or broker's tour or whenever that is. And then you just schedule it. So you're not posting it too early. You're scheduling the post and then you don't have to worry, whatever time you want it to be available. You've connected your account, you do it and schedule it through Corefact and it posts at the right time with the image and the template that you've chosen. It's just a time saver for you. It's really a good way to go. Cost on this, Anna?
Oh, $19.99 a month. Ha, no brainer. Or for the whole year, $199. I
Right.
mean, this is such an amazing tool, and literally everything's designed for you, and you can even manage it or edit it more if you want. So honestly, for me, this is better than Canva because this is already real estate. It is
Right.
my messaging for my audience. I don't have to think up, okay, what are we doing today? What is the market today? Because we've done it for you. If there's a market shift, we're on it. We're already writing content for it, and we have it. We have it for Elite. We have it for the campaign manager for across our printed templates, right? And in social share. We want you to be able to have a successful career.
Absolutely. And like I said, we just integrate with your listing, so it makes property promotion so much easier. Okay, let's say you love Corefact and you're super excited and you think, I know someone that could benefit from this. And do they have any kind of option for me to refer a friend and get a benefit? Yes, we do. This is new. So if you, again, have used Corefact in the past, you may see this referral program up here at the top, which is new. And the idea here is you get something and your friend gets something. So when you refer someone to Corefact, they are going to get a $25 value purchase points put into their account. And when they spend $100 within the first month of being referred, you are also going to get $25 spend to have in Corefact as well. And that's our thank you for you introducing us to someone else. We know that a lot of you in the past have said, gosh, I'd love to refer you. Is there any way that we could, use an affiliate link or something like that? So this is what we just came up with. It's pretty new. And we've already had a lot of people referring their friends and colleagues. And we just appreciate you spreading the good word. If you found it a benefit to you, this could actually help put some money in your Corefact account to spend as well. So with that, I know maybe, I don't know if we have any questions, we can go and stay on and go through the questions. But if you do not have a Corefact account already at this time, we recommend that you just create an account. So it's, again, free to have an account. So whether you are invited by a title partner, you can go back to them and they can create an account for you. Or if your brokerage has an account or a setup with Corefact, then you can go through that login process or just go to corefact.com. And if you'd like a walkthrough of the Corefact system, this is kind of high level. We were jumping around a little bit, showing some of the bigger offerings through Corefact. But if you'd like a walkthrough of everything that we offer, we didn't even get to all of our content and all of our offerings here. You could schedule a one-on-one demo with your customer experience representative, and we can let you know who that is, or we can follow up with you after this call if you'd like to set that up. And if you haven't ordered from us before, we do have a special offer today. Anna, do you want to tell them what it is?
Yes. So for your very first offer, you have first 10, which is FIRST10 that you can use as our promo code, and you'll save 10% off up to a $50 savings on your very first order. I know, who doesn't want to save $50? That's awesome. And it's just it's our way of saying thank you. Thank you for trusting us. Thank you for being on this journey with us. And we're really excited to build relationships with you.
Awesome. So I think we'll stay on and go through any questions, but for those of you who have stayed to the end, we appreciate you joining us. We hope this was helpful and you learned something or was reminded about something with Corefact. So at the end of the day, we hope to make your marketing more effective and more successful for you, and let us know if we can ever do anything to help.
Yeah. Thank you all so much. We don't have any questions, so we'll go ahead and close out.
All right. Okay. Thanks everyone for joining us.
Okay. Bye, everyone.
Bye.